So good morning, everybody.
Good
Welcome.
morning.
It's so great to be here at the Torch Center 2.0. And we're not finished yet, but hopefully within the next 24 hours we'll be done. We're going to be finishing up the second half of the center with carpeting, so we'll be able to. And we want to give a great thank you to Rabbi Jacobi and the Congregation Torah Chesed for allowing us to host our classes at their synagogue since the flood. And now that we're starting to get back home, there's still things you see. There's furniture all over that still needs to get into its right place. This week's Parsha gives us one of the most important perspectives that are necessary to be a happy person. What everybody is looking for in the entire world is happiness. Everybody is searching for happiness. Where do we find happiness? What do we do to be happy? What do we buy to be happy? And it's holiday season. People are trying to buy happiness, right? Where does happiness come from, and what does the Torah tell us about it? So we see that Yaakov meets up with Esav, right? Esav, his brother, whom, if you remember, for the red lentil soup, sold his birthright to Jacob. And now Jacob is, thank God, blessed with many wives and many children. In fact, 70 children, 70 descendants that go into Egypt. Right? That's when the Jewish people were enslaved. When Yaakov goes down with all those children, it was 70 descendants. What does Esav have? Esav is nothing. So Yaakov goes to Esav. He says, "Here, you can take the blessing. You can have the blessing. I've got the blessing." And Yaakov says something amazing, and the contrast of what Yaakov says to what Esav says is the exact definition of what happiness is and what happiness isn't. Esav says, "V'chi yeshli rav," I have a lot. What does Yaakov say? That's what Esav says, right? Esav says, "Yeshli rav," I have a lot. Yaakov says, "V'chi yeshli kol," I have it all. And if you think of this, what is the difference between a lot and all? A lot means I have a lot, but there's still room for more. Yaakov's perspective was, no, I have it all. I need nothing else. What I have is exactly what I'm supposed to have. What I have is exactly what's designated to me. What I have is exactly what's perfect for me. And I love what I have. There's nothing that Esav can do right now that other than kill Yaakov, right? There's nothing really that he can take away from him. He has everything he wishes for. And we all have everything we wish for. Even those things that we say, well, I wish I had what someone else has, even that we have. But we have to look inside. We can't be constantly searching from what other people have and then compare ourselves. The problem is, if we don't realize that we have everything, if we don't realize that we don't have everything, we're lacking that happiness. We're lacking that fulfillment. Everything that we have is exactly what God decided you should have. If He wanted you to have other things, He would have given it to you. But there's a reason why He didn't. Oh, if I only had this, if I only had that. I have a lot, but I want more. Versus the perspective that Yaakov has is, what I have is perfect. It's perfect. I don't need more. I have everything. You know who else used that same term? His grandfather, Abraham. You know who else used that term? His father, Isaac. In fact, in the benching, in the Birkat HaMazon, the grace after meals, we say the three words, Bakol, Mikol, Kol. It says that God blessed Abraham Bakol with everything, meaning that whatever he had was everything he needed. It was sufficient. And the same thing is with Isaac, and then with Jacob, we see here. That he says, "V'chi yeshli kol," I have it all. So happiness is a perspective. happiness isn't a destination. We don't arrive one day at, oh, I reached happiness. In the pursuit of happiness, we need to be happy. It's the perspective. It's all the perspective. So the more we channel our mind to that happiness, we don't need things to be happy. When I buy that new car, then I'll be happy. When I build that house, then I'll be happy. When everything works out in life, then I'll be happy. No, you'll never arrive at a destination where you're like, okay, now I'm supposed to feel happy. What do I? It's the attitude of happiness, and that attitude is what, from within, we get that joy, and we realize that everything we have, the gratefulness that we have as Jewish people, called Yehudim. Being a Yehudi means that I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what I have. I don't need what someone else has. Right? We start off every morning saying modeh. That's the first word we say. The same root word as Yehudi. The first thing we do is say thank you. Why? Look how much I have. Look how gifted we are. And that's the challenge, is if we don't recognize that, if we don't recognize how gifted we are, and we're always looking for more, that doesn't mean that we don't seek greatness. On the contrary, but it can't be from a physical object. No one's going to get happiness from shopping. Right? The excitement that one gets from shopping, our studies show us, doesn't last from the car, from the store to the car. That excitement that people get, that what do they call it? The endorphins, that rush, that excitement that you get from shopping, doesn't even last till the car. And even if it does, it's temporary. So it'll be a day. So your excitement, you got that new gadget. I was telling my children, we had Black Friday. I didn't buy anything on Black Friday. I bought before and after, but not on Black Friday. Not on the holiday, right? On the holiday, you can't shop on the holiday. So the items arrived, and my son said, "No, let's go. Let's." I said, "No. We can wait. We can wait. We don't need to have it right now. The second it arrives, open up the box. We have to relax. But Hanukkah's coming in a few weeks. We can wait till Hanukkah, right? There's no rush." Right? And that's another thing, is that we're convincing ourselves that, again, these objects, I'm happy without those objects. Yeah, it'll be nice to have it. It's a nice gadget. But my happiness is not dependent on it. And I think that's, again, the perspective of happiness, the attitude of happiness is what brings about, is what happiness gives us. It's not the destination. We don't arrive at happiness. Jacob realized this. Esav didn't. Esav says, I'm still in the pursuit of happiness. I have a lot. I'm not there yet. Yaakov's like, no. I arrived at happiness already. I have it all. And again, it's not because they had iPhones. It's not because they had all their gadgets. They had their Google Homes, and they had all their... It's not because they had all that. It's because he recognized that everything that God wants me to have, I have. Now, it's true. We can't sit at home and say, you know what, God's going to feed me. Right? You can't say, I don't need a job because God will take care of me. We have to put our efforts forward. We have to use the talents and the skills and the abilities that God gives us. There's no question we have to put our efforts forward. But to be thankful and to be grateful and to be happy with everything we have. That's the big lesson we have from Yaakov, and hopefully we'll be able to really incorporate this into our daily living. Of happiness is an attitude. Happiness is a way of living our lives with knowing that exactly what we're supposed to have, we have. All right? Everyone's happy? Everyone's good?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to sign off here from our friends online. Thank you so much for joining us. We are going to continue our regular programming, our regular class. You're always welcome to join us. All of our programs are listed on our website. So if there's a location change, it will be updated always on our website. We are launching a new website, hopefully in the next couple of days. That's really exciting. But looking forward to seeing everyone here live at class. It's so great to be here with everybody and to restore the Torah learning at the Torch Center. Thank you very much for joining us. And if you like this class, don't forget to click like and share. Thank you and have a wonderful day.